So we have an experiment which is three-phase star or delta connection. So in order to explain, we will have first the aim of the experiment. Aim of the experiment to determine phase and line quantities to determine phase and line quantities of voltage and voltage and current in three-phase star and delta connection. Three-phase star and delta connection. So what are the apparatus required? Apparatus required. Apparatus required. Auto transformer to vary the input voltage. Auto transformer. Then we need ammeter. Two numbers are required to measure the line current and the phase current. Then voltmeter. Two numbers to measure the line voltage and the phase voltage. So the range of ammeter is 0 to 2 amps, and the voltmeter is, since it is three phase, we will go with 0 to 600 volts. Then we have to connect the load. So three phase load, which is resistive in nature. So it is one number, and the last one is connecting wires. So we will write the diagram, three-phase circuit. You have three-phase R, Y, and B. The switch part is shown. It will have a fuse. So it can be of 5 amps fuse, and it will be connected to the auto transformer input. So this is auto transformer. See, output of auto transformer, we have to take out and draw an ammeter, which is connected to star part of the load. This is one more ammeter which should be connected here. So you have one more connection. So this is one more, we will have the connection. So this as a star point. So the connection is for star connection. So we will have the line current which is measured as IL, and this is I phase. We will have between these two lines, if it is connected, then it is VL, and across this, if you connect 1 voltmeter, that is VPH. It is VPH. So this is a variable load. It is a variable load. So three-phase auto transformer is connected in between the supply and the load. This three-phase auto transformer is used to vary the input voltage given to the load. It is resisting load. So the tabular column, the data what we need in case of star connection is, we will have practical data, that is practical data. So we will have serial number. So one is VL, line voltage, V phase, and IL and I phase. So theoretical we need to calculate. Theoretical you should calculate. So that is, or we call it as analytical. Analytical values. We'll also have 4 columns: VL, V phase, and IL, I phase. So this is the tabular column. The conduction steps are 3-phase 450 volts 50 hertz supply is given to the load with the help of auto transformer. Switch on the supply. The first step is switch on the supply, then vary the auto transformer by keeping the load constant. So when we have to connect star connection, so we will have 3 wires, the load part. If it is R and R dash, and Y dash, B and B dash, we will get this star point by connecting all the end points. So this R is here and Y is RYB if I take. So Y will be here, Y dash is connected here, B is here and B dash is connected here. R dash, Y dash and B dash. But in our laboratory, we use the standard notations, that is UVW. So instead of R, we will have U and V and W and U1, U2, V1, V2, W1 and W2. So this is as per the standards, the notations what we use is U, V and W. So U1, U2 is one coil, V1, V2 is the second coil, W1 and W2 is the third coil. So when all the second, that is the end points are shorted, this becomes the neutral point. So if I write here, you can write U1 and U2 will be connected here, because after that you have an ammeter. So U1, U2, because I have to measure the current flowing through this branch. Then it is V1, V2 and W1 and W2. So this is a node. Here it is the emitter positive will be connected to U2 and the negative of the emitter will be connected to the neutral point. So this is the circuit, and when we give the supply, three-phase supply is given. With the help of auto transformer, we will vary the input voltage. Let us assume that we are giving say 100 volts. 100 volts. This has to be measured. So VL is measured. This is set to 100 volts. Take down all the readings of the ammeters to ammeters and the phase voltage. So note down the data. Next step, we will vary that to 250 volts. 250 volts. Then apply, that is once 250 volts is applied, VL is observed. Measure all the values VPH, IL and IPH, and you can continue up to 415 volts, keeping only one of the load across this. So when we look at the experimental setup, we will show the load points. There will be 5 load points. We can have load as constant and variable input. There are two ways of conducting this experiment. I can fix the load and vary the input, and this is the method that I follow. The second method is I will vary the load keeping only one value of, that is VL will be always 450. VL is always 450. I will get IL and IPH different. IPH is different for different loads. And even VPH also across the phase, if I vary the load, it will be different. So that two ways I can conduct, but we will first conduct with the variable input supply we will conduct. So same thing we will continue with the delta connection. So the main difference in the delta connection is, the next part of the connection is delta connection. Here in this same requirement is apparatus is required. Now we need to connect this part, that is the star part, into delta. So that, and even our tabular column also remains the same as we are measuring the line voltage, the line current, phase voltage and the phase current. So now we will connect this star part in delta form. First we will take, so this IL and VL remains the same. So you can connect in 3 phases. This is the circuit connection that we will follow. So this is the connection that we follow now. Now you can have ammeter in any of the phase. So if I take, so this can be your ammeter can be measuring I phase, and between any the load you can have V phase. So this is the connection that we have. So as I said, it is U1. U1 will be connected. I'll show you how to connect. First we will draw. So you have a 3 coils. So if it is U1, U2, V1, V2 and W1 and W2. So always the end point of the first coil should be connected to the start point of the second coil, and end point of the second coil should be connected to the start point of the third coil. Similarly, the start point of the first coil will be connected to the end point of the third coil. So from this we will obtain 3 different connections. That is, this is a node where this is one combination and this is one more combination. If I represent this as R, Y and one more combination, we will have, so this is the connection that we can represent. So this we will be having B, R, Y, B. Now, in order to have this type of connection, so you can connect U1, and When R is referred, U1 and W2 should be connected. So U1 and W. First, if you write this diagram, it would be easy for you to mention the nodes. So from that is W2 is connected here. Actually, it should be connected to W1, U1 is connected here, and the end of this ammeter is connected to W. Then we have W1 here. So if you look at W1, V2 is connected. So you can have W1 and V2. And this should be V1, V1 and V2. Then U1 and U2. So this is how it should be connected. First, we should make this connection, and ammeter should be placed in any of the phase to measure the phase current. And voltage is always across. So we are connecting across one of the coil. So VPH, VL. VL is connected between two lines, and VPH is connected across any one of the phase. IL is in one of the line. This IL, this ammeter can be connected in any of the lines, not necessarily be in this, because in three-phase balanced circuit, the ammeter or the line current measurement can be done using any of the lines. So this is about the circuit. Same kind of measurements we will use, that is applying the voltage as 415, and the load can be set with different loads, and we can have different values of VAPH, IL and IPH. That is one of the way. And the second way is vary the input. The supply can be given with 100 volts, 100 volts, or 200 volts, or 415 volts. So there can be different inputs, keeping the load constant. So we will be getting different readings for all this. Note down all the readings, and then coming to the analysis part. So we have to do analysis. So in that case, when we have to do analysis, VL is equal to root 3 times of VPH. This has to be satisfied, and IL is equal to IPH. This is in the case of star connection. Similarly, VL is equal to VPH, and IL is equal to root 3 times of IPH. IL is equal to root 3 times of IPH. So this is in case of delta connection. It is in case of delta connection. So this has to be proved. So this is the analytical part. So we will write down what is VL and what is VPH in case of star, and what is IL and IPH in case of delta. So we will have two different tabular columns for each case, star and delta. So this completes the circuit part, and as previously explained, the steps that is to be followed in conduction is give three-phase supply, vary the auto transformer, observe the meter readings, and if you vary, note down all the meter readings, vary the input. First you set some voltage, say 100, and then in the second stage you set the voltage to 200, and finally we can set the voltage to 450. So you record all the data, and finally you have to do analysis. VL should be equal to root 3 VPH in case of star, and IL is equal to IPH. So we will move to the conduction part now. We will move to the conduction part. So this is the auto transformer that we have just now discussed. It will have an input and an output. Input should be connected from the supply and output should be connected to the load with the help of the setup that what we have. So this is the miniature circuit breaker that we have. This is the miniature circuit breaker that we have. And if you observe here, the panel has so three-phase supply, which is shown red, yellow, and blue. And we have two voltmeters. One is VL, VPH, VL, VPH, VPH, and VL, IPH, and IL. So if you observe here, the load can be observed. The load can be observed. So here, if you look at the load, see these are the knobs wherein the first load, it may take around 1 ampere. Similarly, if I switch on all the 5 loads, the maximum current it is taking as 5 amperes. So if you look at the wiring diagram, what I have explained, it will have 3 coils, U1, U2, both are indicated with red, V1 and V2, yellow, W1 and W2. So if I have to do the star connection, then I have to short all the 3. I have to short all the 3 and get the star point. And IL and IPH has to be connected in line and phase. So this is about the setup that what we have. R to R. Then we have Y to Y. So we have B to B. We have B to B. And then, so the connection. First, let me start with the star connection. So output R should be connected. Output R should be connected to V, that is, output R should be connected to SVL, and from VL, if you observe from VL, this has to be connected to, first part is U1. So we will just shift the load. So U1 has to be connected, VL to be connected to U1, then U2 to be connected so U2 to be connected to one more ammeter wherein I will measure. So U2 will be connected to So if you look at the connections, see here, it is star connection, and we have switched on only one load. And if you observe, the input voltage is 200, VPH is 115, and the current value is 0.162 amperes. IL and IPH are both same. So as I explained, I can have this variable as 100, 200. So it is easy. We can set this value. Observe here, I have set 100 volts and measuring the line and phase voltage. But line and phase current will be equal in case of star connection. So these are the experimental values that we need to record. And one more way of doing it is setting 100 volts. You can vary the load. Observe here now. So even in this case, I have not changed the voltage. I have just changed the load. Now the load current is different. So earlier it was 0.08. Now it is double of it. So 0.161 and 163. So this is how I can vary either the supply, or if I vary the supply now, if I give 200 volts, see I am varying the auto transformer, observe the meter readings, So once this is observed, it is 200 volts, whereas VL is equal to 200, VPH is equal to 115 volts. So that is satisfying the condition of VL is equal to √3 VPH. I hope this is clear. So I have brought back the auto transformer to 0. Okay. So this is how the conduction can be done. Now we will do with the delta connection. So how to do delta connection? So first thing is VL, let it be as it is. You need not have to change VL. Now, first let us form this part. What I said is, first you try to make start point and the end point connections. Okay, start and end point connections. So this VL, IL is fine. IL should not be disturbed now. So we will start with U1. Okay, U1 and U2 is one of the coil. From U2, we will connect one wire. From U2, it should go to V1. Is it not? First we form this. Then we can add the ammeter which has to be connected in the phase. So you have, which is U1, U2 is a coil. The second point is connected to the first point of the second coil. Now the second coil end point should be connected to the start point of the third coil. Then similarly, I should connect I should connect from the third coil end point to the first coil. So this is delta what I have formed. Now we will go back to the output. Input, we are not going to disturb anything. It is the same supply that it has been connected. So it is R, Y and B. There is no change in the input connection. Output connection, if you observe, it should be across any two lines should be your VL. So between R and Y I have connected. Now, so IL also it is in the R phase. From IL I have connected to the first point, that is U1 and V2. This is one of the point. Then the common point is, which is the common point? U2 and V1. U2 and V1. So for that U2 and V1 we will have Y path. So Y path can be connected. Now here U1 and U2, between this I should connect one ammeter. So instead of connecting from U2 I will connect, see U1 and U2 it is a coil, U1 and U2 is a coil. So from U1 we have connection which is having the common connection of W2, So we will have, so IL is connected to this point. Instead we will start, so according to our diagram, so I phase is between the ammeter IL or W2, the connection W2, we will have W2 to IL. So W2 to IPH is connected between W2, and we will have one more ammeter connection. So where U1 is connected, to the ammeter, the second part is connected to this. So we have, if you observe this circuit, you have R connection which is connected to IL, and you have a node here. So IL the first point is connected to the R phase, and the second point is connected to IL R phase, then second point is connected to this one. Then we have, that is, second point is connected to this. Right? Okay. So we will have W2 is connected to the common point of the ammeters, and then we have, so U1 is left. U1 should be connected to, so this point should be connected to the ammeter. So I'll just explain once again. So I have R phase which has VL across that, and in R phase I am connecting the line current also. The line current endpoint will have a phase current ammeter connection also. So where we will be getting W2 as a common point, W2 and two ammeters. So one ammeter is IL, second point, and the first point of IPH is also connected, which has a common point. Now, after this point, we will move to the second point of IPH is connected to U1, and the U2 should be connected. U2 should be connected to, now U2 should be connected to V1. U2 should be connected to V1, which is common, that is connected to Y phase. Then we have W1 and V2. W1 and V2, which is a common point, and to that I have to connect from B phase. So this is your three connections, three phases are taken out. So one phase is, as I said, Y phase and B phase are easy to identify. Then R phase, we have taken from the point of, that is W2 is connected to the line second ammeter point, and also the phase ammeter will have the first point, which is the common point for all the three. Now voltmeter can be connected. Now voltmeter can be connected, VPH can be connected across any two phase, across any two points of a phase. So that can be obtained. So that can be obtained. So here, if you take, which are the two phases, you can take either W1 and W2. So you can take across W1 and W2, or if you want, you can take across V1 and V2. So V1 and V2 or W1 and W2, anywhere you can take. So W1 and W2, as per my diagram, it is W1 and W2. So now I have connected as per the diagram. Now I will take the readings. I will show you what is the difference between IL and IPH in case of delta. VL and VPH will be the same. Okay. So once again I will show. So this is input given. There is no change in the input. So output we have R phase. The line voltage is between R and Y, and we have three different sections, that is U1, U2, V1, V2, W1 and W2. And U1 is connected to the ammeter point, which is required to measure the phase current, and the second point of ammeter is connected to the common junction of IL and W2. IL and W2 as per our diagram. So now I will just switch on and observe. So just observe. So now you observe. I'll set the voltage as 100 volts. Set the voltage as 100 volts. Observe here. Now, so let me set the voltage as 100. Okay. When 100 voltage is set, observe both the voltages. There will be small difference. 99 and 101 will be tolerable within the tolerable limits. So we say that VL and VPH are same in case of delta connection, and IL is equal to 0.248. IL is equal to 0.248 and IPH is equal to 0.145. So you can prove that IL is equal to root 3 times of IPH. So I can just fix the load and vary the supply. This is one way of conduction of experiment. The second way is you can keep the input supply same, fixed supply, and you can vary the load. So now I have given, say I have set the value of 200 volts. So this is within the tolerable limits. 197 and 198 is approximately equal to 200, and I have IL value which is 0.489 equal to root 3 times of 0.286. So this proves that delta connection satisfies the condition of IL is equal to root 3 times of IPH. So this is all about the delta connection. As I said, I can have the fixed input. Now I will vary the load. I will apply one more load. If you observe, there is difference in the voltage because I am not varying the input voltage. The difference in the load current, if you observe, IL is equal to 0.973 and IPH is equal to 0.568. So this way I can vary. I have 5 amperes load. I can vary the load and obtain different values of VL and VPH. So this is all about our experiment. This is all about our experiment, star and delta connection. So with this experiments, two experiments, we can prove that in case of star connection, VL is equal to root 3 times of VPH and IL is equal to IPH. And in case of delta, VL is equal to VPH and IL is equal to root 3 times of IPH. Thank you.